Well, I'd like you to meet Mr. White's son. Mr. White son. It used to be Mr. Golden's son. So they had to change the song. There ain't a cloud or a chem cloud in sight. It's all blue as far as the eye can see. And the river Mississippi is just beyond. Here's the boat marina. See the boats here? Covered up? The river's right there. I was just walking along this trail in the park. It goes alongside of the water's edge. And throughout all sorts of old storm drainage and ruins. Pretty neat back there. I was walking along and I came down here at the end of the trail, and I turned to my left and I said, holy shit. I never heard of this one. Like never. I didn't know what this was. So now let's take a look here. Let me show you. You have your typical average limestone, sand rock, and sandstone wall. It'll be all three in the mix. There'll be there'll be some sections that are sandstone, which is a condition. Some of that will be limestone, which is the hardest condition, and sand rock, which is a mix between sandstone and limestone. It's a mix. Sandstone is the most disintegrated. It has the least integrity. It's the most ashen of them all, but it's the same material. That's why you see. So the limestone it still has a lot of lime presence, and that's very hard. The sandstone being disintegrated of that and washed of it, and it's now just crumbling to dust and sand and ash. So that's what you find down here. You find concretions and agglomerations of pebblecrete. At the bottom you find limestone. It can be yellow or gray. The most abundant of all materials found in the entire world, in all the lands. Limestone and forms of it. The most abundant of materials found. And these are agglomerations of pebblecrete. That's what we call them in this research. Thanks to Brick Truth Leanne with her phenomenal ability to put terminology to this subject, and many others as well. Joachim, if you haven't seen the Tartarian meltdowns, meltology breakdowns, and tutorials, you have to see those. You have to see those. It explains all this in perfect terminology, and you get to know some of that terminology as well, because you do use it out here. This is brick ash, baby. Big amount of it, huge amount of it. Now come this way with me. Come this way with me. I just wiped it all off too. Look, this is sand. This is from the rain. See, but underneath it's smooth as a baby's bottom. See the stuff in here? It come right off. Just taking this stuff off, and look how smooth underneath. Like a baby's bottom. See here? Look at this. Look at the cement peeking out here. A little pocket of survival. Look at the edge of it, burnt and damaged all the way around. Little pocket of survival. They put a little sign there. The police did no trespassing. You know, original rendering, surviving out. These walls were perfect, rendered beautifully. Now they're sandstone. This is sandstone. The loose, sandy, ashy stuff is really just brick ash. And you'll find sections that would be sand rock, which is a little bit harder, and then the hard stuff over there, and at the top is limestone, and that's closer to brick. See what I pulled out here? It's all stuffed in there and mixed in this melt, this concretion and agglomeration of pebblecrete. See, it was oozing down the corner of this flat wall here, this puddle, this huge spill out, and you can see inside of here all sorts of churned up materials, masonry materials, and look what else. It's all stuffed in there, in the hard stuff too, in the hard concretion of it. This is all hard concretion in here, and I'm pulling out these plastic pieces. I don't know if it's paint that was on the walls or what, paint or something, but it's like plasticky, rubbery, plasticky stuff. See? Pulling that out from in here. It's inside of the melt, in this concretion that obviously came from up here and over the front of this wall. See? Let me back up. Okay, you can see the flat wall here with a nice rounded edge up here, which I think was more, yeah, it's interesting. This is just phenomenal. Look how sharp the edges are right there. This stuff was so perfect. All this work. Huge crack right there. Look at that. Look how sharp these edges are still. Some of them. Some are blown out. But the big puddle of melted stuff came right down right there. You can see an agglomeration, see? And inside of that stuff is plasticky stuff coming out. Now watch this over here. Let's come back down and keep going. Over the brick ash, the mountain is wet. It rained last night, so I can't kick it up for you. And the limestone can be yellow or gray or both like this. Even white. Even white. Now, you come down this way where the scooter is. Right where this, here's the marina. Little mound right there. And a strange mound. Now, this is, now mind you, this was all a brick-in structure rendered with cement, beautiful cement and concrete. Here's the scooter. Got the new baby out here. We're on the investigation. Somebody asked about this. I couldn't find the comment to respond. I couldn't find it, but it's a Blaze style. It's a Blaze style scooter, like the Blaze scooter today. It's an early rendition of it. So it's got rear suspension on both sides here, and I put a dual cam link on the front. It came with a monoshock cam link. I put a dual link on there. I put this engine on there. It came with a Huisheng 4-stroke 49cc with a cast iron cylinder sleeve and a camshaft, rather. Nice engine. I use it for a different scooter, but I put my 63, my baby here, my 63cc 1E48F with a 223 HDA carburetor, and that no like porting or anything. It gets off pretty good. And then this is just a little bit of custom spacing and stuff to make it work, and yeah, that's about it. That's whoever asked. And then this, and I don't know about the fuel mileage. You asked about that. I don't know. This maybe gets like 15 or 20 miles full. It's kind of a fuel hog. It's a big block. So it's got disc brakes. And they work all right. Bigger wheels here from an Overscoot, and they're mags. They're mags, so they're kind of nice, durable. And it has a storage compartment right in there that I use, and so that, you know, whoever asked, I couldn't find the comment that's gone. So this limestone, it can be yellow or gray. See the flat surfaces on this cement right here? Look at that. Like a baby's bottom, just smooth as glass. Unreal. And this is all brick ash in between, it's all wet. But right in here, right, see the straight wall right there? Wait until you see this. So this is all brick ash coming down in material and bricks and limestone material. You got yellow and gray limestone. It gets better though, watch this. We come up closer to this stuff up here, and it started, I see some straight walls back there. Hang on a second. Now nobody's coming up this steep shit. This loose sand, see the sandstone is very loose and it's just brick ash, really. They tell you it's this and that, it's not, it's just brick ash. It's soft ash, baby. Soft ash. This is like, see this right here? There's an agglomeration, a concretion of pebblecrete. A conglomerate or an agglomerate of pebblecrete. See? It's a masonry material, I'm saying. Looks like concrete. Little flat surfaces of concrete here, or cement renderings, see? With that smooth surface. Ridiculously smooth. And this is all the same stuff. Now let me get the focus. Sorry about the focus, that's my phone. Stick right here for me. Oh, it's waiting right here for me. Look at this. This is all cement and concrete rendering over the bricks. See here? And this wall has completely broke loose and came down. See? Now watch this. Watch this. You gotta come through here. See this plastic I was pulling out? Yeah. Watch this. I was pulling that out of here too. It's in the melt, in the hard concretion of it too. It's in there. It's all the way in there. In this hard concretion. This is like sand rock, and it's brick though. You can see the mortar joints. You see here? See the mortar joints and stuff around? But this stuff, and there's a piece of wood somewhere too. Where's the wood? Right here. There's wood in it too. Can you see it? In the hard stuff, in the concreted stuff, in this hard. This isn't loose like that stuff over here. This is pretty hard too. This is sand rock. The mix between limestone and sandstone. This is sand rock. It's more, doesn't trip away as easy. This is sand rock right here. This is sandstone here. This is more loose. It breaks apart easier. That's sandstone. It's just a condition of the same material. And when this stuff gets really hard, that's the limestone. Look over here. That's the limestone up there. It was harder. So this is, you can see that's a masonry material on the outside of this. You can see those man-made wood in here, stuffed in here, in the concretion of it, in this loose wall that came down. See the joints in it still, bricks, and broke loose, fell down. It was coming down. There's the rest of it down there, fell down, cascaded down. Now, watch this. And all this plastic is in here. Just like we saw over there, all this is stuffed in there, in the mix. There's more wood, right? Oh, it's the same wood. But there's that wood piece. Yeah, and there's plastic stuff all inside of the melt that got melted over. That melted over that stuff. It's stuck in there. There's mortar joints in this. You can see it's still in here. But the top, look at the top. Who would have came up here? And this steep, I am so steep. I'm woozy right now. It's hard to walk in this crevice. I am steep. Okay, I am steep, and we have to crawl. I'm crawling up a crevice. You're telling me somebody came up here and did all this fine work? They came up here, and this wasn't a structure. This isn't surviving. And they came up here to do this fancy fine work down here and to route it off all fancy and all this. You gotta be kidding me. Give me a break. Smooth as a baby's bottom. This cement blown out right there in the middle. Right in the middle, right there. Okay. Smooth as the baby's bottom. Old style of rendering, these lines are always perfect. See the edge here, there's a 90-degree edge. There's right angle buildings and structures. See the mortar joints in the sand rock material. All the same bricks, all the same joints. And all the same stuff. Yeah. And I am steep, I'm a little bit woozy. I'm trying to take my next step up here, but I gotta show you. So here's the top, there's a little like pipe hole right there. It goes all the way down, it disappears. Sorry about the focus, I know it's bad. Whoop-de-doo, okay. Disappears. I'm a little bit nervous turning around. Yeah, I am so steep right there. Okay. But I got my hiking shoes on. All these shoes have been through it, man, they've been through it. So these are what they work. All this fanciness here, it's not even finished, give me a break. And why is it damaged then and not even finished? If they came up here to do this, what was it for? This is man-made, obviously, so who did this way up here? For what? Who would allow for this type of stupidity? That'd be so dangerous. No, it's a part of the damaged structure you see behind here. It's all the same structure behind it here. There's all brick ash up here, soft ash. Soft ash. It's wet. And it's wet. Grab my stick. And I'll show you, it gets better to the left. It gets better and better, I'm not kidding you. See how this and this plastic stuffed in there too. So they had plastic materials, that's nothing new. But we know that. They had Bakelites and stuff too that they use for jewelry. That's really nice plastic. That's some of the finest stuff right there. Bakelite, that's old world stuff. Bakelite and all that. They say it's Art Deco, it's not. That's why they go crazy over that Bakelite stuff. So where I am, rather, I just came down the wall, further down. Here's this enormous wall still. I just came around the corner. The marina's over there where that blue tarp is. I'm not far down, but I'm actually at Crosby Farm. I didn't know I made it that far down. I started in Minneapolis across the river, but I guess I made it all the way to Crosby. And so here's an 1886 map. I like these because sometimes you see these passageways. Sometimes they're not streets, sometimes they're tunnels. You have to look at these carefully sometimes. They're marked and you gotta read what they say. But 1886, and it's in good condition here. That's the 1940 view of the area. Looks like the trees were just freshly planted, and this is when they came in and developed the area into parks and some neighborhoods, they say. But yeah, looking a bit strange there. I don't know about that. Anywho, as you can see, it's developed, and here is not showing development. Here's 1886. And there's the West End and all that. It's all developed, and it's not showing that here. In 1940 with this vanilla sky. And then all this bullshit. I already saw some lies in here, but I'm not gonna get into it. I don't know where it was. Anywho, let's go back to the wall. Let me show you the best part. I'm telling you, this artwork can tell you a lot about what's going on in any given era, you see. And I'm crying. And I'm crying, and okay. And Mr. Michael over here. Mr. Michael with the rainbow letters, give me a break. Mr. Michael here with the rainbow letters, give me a break. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. It tells you a lot, you know. To me it does. That paints a picture in my mind. I came down to see what this was. It's just another wall, upright wall, cooked out into brick ash, like white ash, but nothing too, I don't know. But over here though, wait till you see this. There's the marina right there. We started down there at the wall. The wall's right behind me here. And I said, look here, baby. I said, look here, baby. Oh yeah, there's a door right there. There's a door right there. And I said, look here. Limestone at the top, sand rock in the middle, and sandstone and brick ash at the bottom, and other masonry materials. Give me a break. It's all red brick. Look at this fancy wood's probably old too. Look at this, pretty old and damaged. Look at this fancy. Yeah, it's been pounded out by a real blacksmith here. Isn't that crazy? Think about that. This has been pounded out by a real blacksmith. A real one. Probably with a black beard and everything. I'm not kidding. It seems this was a very traditional world, and they were very much a traditional people. You know what I mean? The blacksmiths were blacksmiths, and they looked the part. This is brick ash, baby. This is sand. This is sandstone at the bottom, and some of it's white. It's clean of all its impurities. This is soft ash. Okay. And the building is a box elder right there. What? And this is soft ash as well, coming off the structure. Soft ash. Okay. Brick ash. And this is all brick ash. It's wet right now. I would kick it up for you, you know, but I can't do it. But look at that. And then look at here. I said, look here, baby. I said, look here. Let me get the light. I'm still taking a breather right now. I tell you what, I took a peekaboo in there, eh? And I got the Willy Billies. I'm not kidding you. I still have them. I am woozy. I mean, it went deep. I was thinking, I hope it's not like a big open structure, big creepy. And it is, baby. It is that. That's what the city is. It is all of that. When it comes to the underworld, it is the classic, iconic underworld city, Star City. And you ain't kidding. Never heard of this place. Never heard of this wall right here. It's just obscured on the side here in Crosby Farm. What the? I'm not sure what they call this one. They all have names. All the caves, they all have names. You're gonna see it'll be all constructed in there. You see the mortar joints running through the material and all through the archway and out here on the material. And let's go take a peekaboo with the light first. I don't know. You know, there comes a point where you gotta take it easy, you know. And I got the Willy Billies, I'm not kidding you. It seemed like it was pretty big in there. I feel cold air coming out. It doesn't smell, which usually means it's very large. There's huge metal gate underneath, see? Metal gate. It smells actually kind of nice in there. Like, I don't know, like an industrial building. My God. It is big. Goes back around that way. It was wet in here, you can see it's not anymore. But you gotta climb down the rope to get in there. I think I'm gonna hold off on this one. It's a big one. Yeah. Oh, I got the Willy Billies. I thought it was a little bit bigger. And if there was water down there, that would have freaked me out. I don't know why, it just gets to be too much when there's a lot of water in these things. Especially in Minneapolis and those canals. The underground canals. Which this may have been one, I don't know. I don't think so though. The river's pretty far beneath me still. Just down, well, not too much farther. This could have been, I don't know. There was a huge gate down here. It might have been off the river canal, Undercity Canal. But you gotta climb down the rope. And it doesn't go all the way, it goes far enough, but I mean, fucking hey. Look at the old, look at the gates, original, it's all fucked up and damaged. Looks just like ours today, for the most part, but that's the old world. Look, it's damaged. Masonry got into it and stuff. Looking brand spanking new. Fastened all up into the melt up here and such. Right into the melt. Wow. It smells very clean in there. It's big. It's a big one. No. Nothing. Oh. I don't know what one that is. I don't know. With the triangle ceiling, it looks familiar. I don't remember which one that was. I'm gonna come up. I saw something around here. Some more stuff fastened into it, still surviving out. Some pockets of survival over here. I saw some from down the road down there. Like right up here. I can kind of see some flat wallage here, but it's kind of puffed out. And then you got up there. But come around over here. Up this little steep thing here on the left. Wait till you see this. And look how steep we're coming. Oh, come on. We're coming broadside at this angle. All the way down. It's very steep. This is straight up right here. So, going straight up this stuff. Okay. And look what's all the way up here. Oh, what you know? Oh, don't you know? Oh, don't you know? Don't you know? Fastened right into the stuff. The rock curtains underneath right there. The wall. Oh, it resembles like something natural, like they would tell us. Like they do tell us. It is here. Just crazy. Look at the wall up here. I am steep. Sorry, I'm a bit woozy up here. I'm just kind of sitting on top of this. Kind of just. Gotta kind of get down after this. Everything is steep here. And there's another round edge right there. Something around right there. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's get around the corner here. Ain't no way anybody built this fort here with this melted out concrete coming off the edge of it. Okay, let me get down. Underneath, that's spilling out water. You can see it's wet. Hole spilling out water somehow from the structure. You can see that. And it comes at a nice angle this way. See the structure in the sandstone? Top of it, there's metal sticking out of it up there. And all sorts of concrete stuff sticking out right there on the side of the hill. My scooter's down there by itself. I want to get down there by it. Up here, the wall is sticking out. And here's some of the structure still fastened right into it. Melts and morphs right into the sandstone right there, which you can see was just bricks all beautifully right there. See? These rounded edges around it. See the old style of rendering? And it's all cooked out and damaged. This is what survived left on this wall. It had all types of facets like this on it. All types of cool concrete facets. And beautiful renditions on the outside of it. It was a clean, sharp angled, flat surfaced wall. And look at it now. Like these were flat surfaced with beautiful cement on it with all sorts of like That's strange. The wood right into the melt. Right into the melt. I find strange mixtures with the wood and such in the concrete. I find like wood in it still like this. And sometimes it looks like this was rendered with wood. And sometimes I find like half and half. You find like half of the board will be like wood, and then half it will turn into concrete like this. So I'm still puzzled about how this is, what's going on here. Why there's still wood elements in it as well. What's going on there? That's interesting. And it melted right around it. See, this hard concretion melted around it. Came down the side here, broke loose. See, it has a nice angle right there, and water spilling underneath it. There's a culvert or something right there. How do I get down from here? Did I come that way? Did I really come over this? God, this is ridiculous. Okay. I can get up over this. This ain't so bad here. Okay. So, that's about all I got today. I'm not going to go in that joint. That's too big. I need to bring somebody with me for that. I need to bring somebody with me. I need a meltologist in the area to come with me to do some investigating. I don't need to bring my buddies. They don't see the melt. They don't see it. And I don't want to go into it with them and just, you know, I don't want to be that person. Oh, there's my light. Okay. That is over here. That's the wall that I just found this morning. I'd share it with you. Huge entrance into it. I'm not sure what cave that is, but it's probably a popular one, given that it's wide open. Wide open. But there's an easy access into it, so I don't know why I haven't seen that. There's not a lot of graffiti here. Or is there? It's old stuff. I never knew about this one back here. It's relatively old graffiti wearing off. I don't see any dates really, but it's coming off pretty. There might be some newer stuff there. Inside there was, but this is all collapsed building material from this wall. You see it was a structure. Here's your joints. So, and there's your joints. Arrow straight, these are mortar joints. And the bricks here. All the way up. And you ain't kidding. And you ain't kidding. I said, holy smokes. Came around the bend there. Did not expect to see that. Oh, you have to expect to see it anywhere, I guess. Especially by the river. But that's a big one in there. We'll save that for another day.